Well, Gareth, there's no glossing over it. It's been a difficult result. How's this week been for you and for the squad?
Yeah, tough week for me personally, obviously. But the squad, yeah, we're happy. We're happy. We put it to bed on Monday quite quickly, actually, because I will take responsibility for that result. And I've said to the boys, I've set them up in a certain way in the first half. Didn't go to plan. I've done it with teams previously, and I've done it with QPR previously, and again, probably not had the results that I wanted. So again, me learning about the squad, me learning about what I can and can't do here and what I want to do here, and I'm totally okay with the response of the players, the way we talked about the game. The movement going forward, players have put it to bed really quickly, which is great. They're positive now. They're in the mindset of they want to go to Wales and get a result. And that's all we can say. It's a game of football. Watford were much better than us that day. I'll take responsibility for that, and we move on. Second half, I thought we were a lot better because I changed from what I initially planned. And sometimes you got to do that. I wish I could have done that during that half, but. A lot went on, and we have to learn from that. But no, really, really positive now for this weekend. I think we can go there and win.
And in terms of, you say you've learned what you can and can't do. Are you talking in terms of the tactical approach?
Yeah, lots. Lots. I've got to make sure that what I'm doing is I'm getting the best platform possible for those players to perform at what they're good at, and that's really important. That's really important as a footballer, and I think being a manager at any level, I think you've got to be adaptable. You've got to make sure that you are, whatever team you pick, you set them up to be at their optimum, and that's what I've got to do now. And I'm really pleased with the response we've had. I've had some good chats with some groups. Had some good meetings. The board have been fantastic. Again, we brought another one in this week, which is great. And the place is surprisingly healthy and surprisingly good. But when I say surprisingly, we're only 3 points off top, So it's not too bad a position. But I know people will be just scoffing at that comment. But it's true. There's 45 games to go yet. We've got to make sure that we're in all of these now, and we believe that when we walk on that pitch, especially Saturday, we can win every game.
And if you were to look at benefits, probably the wrong word in terms of a result such as that, but something that can come from it is the catalyst for strong conversations within the group privately, but also with the management team.
Yeah, well, the boys are coming to the front. It's not going to change overnight, this place. I've told you, I know that what has been here for quite some time now. I'm trying to change it, and I think, is it 6 we've brought in the window? I think they're great. I think if you'd gone before the window and said this is going to be a tough window for QPR, and then you reeled off those names, I think you'd have gone, that's not a bad window, I think that's testament to the board, to Lee Hoos, backing me and doing, working all hours to get things over the line, the recruitment team. So back to your original question, yeah, those players have come in now and they're actually voicing their opinions. They're taking accountability. They're trying to get the best out of the players. The players then are responding in the dressing room, and I'm seeing a different side to some of those players as well. And then coming in here and going through things individually, as units, as a big group, I've seen a really good reaction. And as I say, people won't see that on the outside. They'll see 90 minutes on a Saturday or 100 odd minutes now, isn't it, with this extra time? But they'll see all that on a Saturday. They'll see just that, and they'll make their opinion on just that game. That's it. There's so much more behind the scenes going on here, and there's so much more building that I want to show people, and the direction I want to go to. And I wish they could see the end goal and go, all right, yeah, it might take a bit of pain to get there, but the best things do, and the best diamonds, you take a bit of friction to get polished, I tell you. So we've got to go through this to get there, and I will make sure that this club is healthy no matter what.
Steve Cook was signing number 6. How pleased are you with that?
Really pleased. It's been on the radar for quite some time. And again, people will shout, and I remember Les coming to me last year saying people were shouting, "We need a striker," and he's like, "Yeah, but it takes time. You know, you can't just go and get a striker. You can't just do it. You know, we needed a centre half. You know, we lost a couple of centre halves to injury. We've had a couple of young boys stepping up. You know, who bravery and you know, experience for them is brilliant. But Steve's been on the radar for quite some time, and these things do take time, and we've got him over the line. He's in the building. So pleased for that, because he's a phenomenal player. Got massive respect for him, you know, all through his Bournemouth days, you know, and then moving on to Forest, getting them promoted. I mean, he's a serial promoter from the Championship, you know. He needs to now maybe address the other end of the table and help us get results like a promotion-winning team, because he's the leader, he's a captain, he's a great player, full of experience, Premier League and Championship, and I think we're very lucky to have him. Cardiff
City this weekend, difficult to judge what to expect because it's so early in the window, but they showed how organised and structured they could be, and they nearly got a very good win. They had to settle for a draw at Leeds United, but a solid point for them on the road in their first game.
Yeah, great point for them. You know, I've got to commend it. It's one of my old clubs, and they're doing well. Aaron Ramsey coming in, obviously big signing. They've got one or two new signings in the building. I think that they're going to be a tough cookie away from home, without a shadow of a doubt. But we'll travel well across the border. You know, we're going to take a good squad. I think some of the fans will be surprised as well a little bit, but I'll keep that to myself, and hopefully we can get the result.
And in terms of team news, Steve Cook, does he go straight into consideration?
Yeah, absolutely. We're bringing him in. Jack Colback was slightly different. He's had to build up over a couple of weeks, which he's doing fantastically. So, I mean, yeah, Steve comes straight in. He's been training with Nottingham Forest under-23s. He's played a game with them this pre-season already, and he's an experienced campaigner. He'll know his own body, and we, you know, touch wood, I don't want any injuries. We didn't have any from Saturday, which was a massive positive. But Steve comes into to be in contention in a big way.
And I'll play the game of asking you, but in terms of Jack Colback, Jimmy Dunn, Jake Clark-Salter, what can you tell us about them? Yeah,
Jack, again, ramping his fitness up. Hoping to get him in and around it this weekend. Jake Clark-Salter as well, being out on the grass. And again, I think this weekend would be one game maybe too quick. But if needed, you know, if anything happens, I'm sure Jake would step up to the plate as well. And Jimmy, unfortunately, Jimmy will be out. He obviously injured his shoulder at Oxford with the dislocation of that. And I think that after a procedure that he's needed done, he's in a sling now, and he's gonna be out for a while. But I think hoping he'll be back very soon. He's a quick healer, Jimmy, and looking forward to seeing him back on the pitch soon.
And very finally, disappointing for the fans that travelled to Watford, but they will still travel in their numbers this Saturday. What do you want from them, and what are you keen for your squad to give back to those fans?
I want my squad to show the fans. They're up for this. They're up for this fight. We have different ways of playing. I'm hoping the fans get excited by this. Get over to Cardiff. Get over in your numbers, because I believe that we have got a big chance of winning this game. I want a reaction from Saturday. Win, lose or draw, I'll be over to clap you. Cheer me, boo me, whatever. I'll still come over and say thank you, because we all know it's going to be tough after last week, but these boys are good enough to go out there and win it, to go and bounce back, and to win every single game they go into this season. That doesn't always happen, but the belief and the commitment is what I want to show the fans. They show me enough. I want to give them some back.